Hey Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Brooklyn Tarot here. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. This is going to be your October 2025 reading, okay? This may or may not resonate with you. It may resonate now or it may not, but we're still in September, okay? So, Leos, okay, this is a pretty clear cut reading, okay? Someone here was wasting your time and leading you on. I just did Libra's reading and I got the same thing. So, you could have been dealing with an air sign, could have been a water sign, doesn't matter. But, okay, a lot of you are in the energy right now of just wanting to feel free and just rethink your options right now. Okay, this person that you were with, you could have been in the energy of wanting a future with them, marriage, a child, a big home in the future, just thinking of success with this person. Could have been Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I felt like someone here, and they made you feel like they wanted that at first, but I feel like they started to pull back after a while, and third party energy started to become an issue. Um, Not necessarily a repetitive issue, but once you realize that someone here was afraid of commitment, once it got time to solidify things, you kind of cut them off. You want what you want, and now you don't really care for marriage anymore, or a long-term connection. Right now, you're just weighing out your options and seeing what else is out there. Okay, I'm hearing freeing yourself. Okay, someone here freed you from the shackles of what you thought you once wanted. Okay, because when you think about it, now that they've showed themselves, did you really want to get married to them and be with them forever, or would you rather be free and experience life? Okay, I feel like someone here didn't want you to experience life while they were outside doing what they wanted to do. Okay, so we have yearning, which is wanting more with someone, searching for love, and needing to take action. Okay, and future plans, making plans together, envisioning your future, and taking steps towards your goals. So you were envisioning, the full package with someone. Okay, they could have checked off all the boxes that you had, requirements for your in a relationship, for a partner. They checked off all of the requirements, but in terms of wanting to settle down, someone here wants to be free. So now you're like, you know what, maybe I should be free too and see what else is out there for me. So we have Phoenix, okay? New phase and rekindle, renew and grow, changed mind, rise from the ashes, okay? You're now like, you're in a very liberating period of your life, okay? You're feeling free. You're wanting to just focus on yourself and what makes you happy right now, Leo. And I feel like with this changed mind, renew and growth, okay, you're in a renewal period, okay? You're transitioning into feeling like a relationship is not what you want anymore, okay? You were head over heels at first, but like there's been a switch. Now you're seeing that the end all be all to being happy doesn't equal a relationship for you, okay? And with partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment, you're realizing that you just want to have fun right now. Okay, this person wasn't letting you have fun. They could have been controlling, not letting you go out, do what you want to do. Okay, because someone here is watching, looking, and stalking you. Okay, Three of Pentacles energy. Someone here is talking, asking about you, watching you from a distance through social media, possibly, and they realize that they fumbled you. Okay, everyone around them could be saying that they made a stupid decision, but it's too late. Okay, the judgment here, you and the divine has made a solidified decision to let go of this person and let go of an idea that you have to deal with stress and disrespect and in and out hot and cold energy from people in order to have a connection. Okay, just because you weren't fully in a relationship, you guys didn't make it known you were together. It was common sense of what it was, and someone here was still being ungrateful. Like with the Four of Cups, I'm getting someone here was ungrateful. They were letting time go by knowing that you were giving your all. This can be for the cross watcher. So Leo, you could have been doing this to someone else, but I'm getting someone here was ungrateful. Okay, you like they kept you like waiting. Okay, they wanted you to chase after them or just wait until they were ready. And I feel like they were also waiting for third parties that weren't even giving them the time of day. For some of you, if they have if they have money, or if they just have certain things that would attract attention, they use that as a way to get what they want, and in the end they're left sucked dry. Okay, they're used to being used, so maybe they're in the energy of feeling like, oh, I'm going to be used, so I'm not going to commit, I'm not going to settle down because they're just going to take what I have. So they just choose to live in a very arrogant lifestyle, in an arrogant way, and they don't, there's no regard for other people's feelings. And I feel like you could have gave this person 8 chances. You could have been with them for 8 months. This could have been over an 8 week period, 2 months. I feel like you were kind of mentally tied up with this, with this person. Like in one moment you're like, you know what, I'm going to focus on myself. The next minute, they're offering you something, okay? Stability, they're offering you that commitment, that future. I feel like someone here was they were keeping you stuck. Two of Wands energy. They weren't taking action. They had you stuck in one spot, but yet they're offering you the world at the same time, okay? I feel like someone here was love bombing you. And with the Two of Swords, I feel like this is the energy of you blocking them out. Okay, you finding clarity and realizing that someone here just had you in a loop. And you see how she's walking through a gate and there's two dogs standing there watching and barking at her. I feel like this is like dog energy. You're constantly running into dogs, people that just want what they want. They want their cake and eat it too, and it's at your expense, Leo. And I feel like the universe, the divine, is leading you through this gate, leading you through these doors, and turning your back on this person because they're never gonna be for real, for real. Like this person is just playing, okay? And with this camera card here, we have reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, and perception, okay? And we have perception twice. Okay, so you're looking at something here from a different perspective. Okay, you're realizing that, like I said, it's not you, it's nothing wrong with you. These people are just not easily fulfilled. Okay, they're always looking for a new thing to play with, they're always looking for a new toy. They're always looking for something, someone to stroke their ego, and that's not your job. And I feel like there's so many opportunities and there's so many choices out there for you, and that's where you're gonna go. And Ace of Cups, this can also be the energy of somebody choosing you. Someone's gonna choose you after having, after someone had you waiting all of this time. So I feel like once you free yourself and once you focus on yourself, Leo, that's when the true love and real love is going to come in, because someone here is blocking your blessings, okay? Straight up. They're blocking your blessings. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords, you wouldn't feel bound or stuck to this person unless they were, causing that to be. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. We have 88 here. So we have the Two to the Three of Wands now. So I feel like someone here is just choosing to walk away because, that you seeming to be a challenge for them, Leo. You know what they say, like when you're too much for a man, when there's too many requirements, when they have to act right, they're gonna go to something easier. I feel like someone is choosing to walk away. Okay, and that's fine because you walked away first. Okay, like someone is realizing like it's like someone was trying to play a game with you. Like, I'm gonna wait for Leo to crack. They always crack. They always come back to me, and then I'm gonna close my eyes and count to 30, and Leo's gonna text me right now, and want to be back with me no matter what I do. And then they open their eyes after 30 seconds and you're not there. Okay, like maybe you usually would be, but you're like, you know what? I don't need this. This is boring anyway. I'm sick of it. I feel like this Virgo moon is bringing that energy. We have two moons here, okay? And this moon is like disappearing in this Two of Swords. I feel like someone had you in the dark about something, secrets, everything being exposed. Okay, yeah, the Three of Wands wants to come out. We have 33, we have 88. Okay, you're just seeing what else is out there. The Lovers in reverse. Okay, so someone here could have had you waiting until they broke up with somebody else, and now they're like, you know what, like let's make this work. I'm free now. So someone here thinks that you were gonna wait for them to finish something over there, and now by the time everything is over, by the time they have a separation going on, you don't want it anymore because it's like you didn't even know that that's what was going on. Okay, Leo, there's your energy. You're healing. Number eight, that's your energy. You're healing. You're moving on. You're moving forward. Okay, someone here sees that and they're in despair. They're so mad. They're so depressed about that because they could have seen this a relationship with you, but they purposely didn't take action because they were being selfish. They could have easily let you know what they had going on, but you had to figure it out yourself. Your intuition spoke for itself. Okay, so you could have ghosted someone. You could have just let them know straight up randomly, like, I'm focusing on myself. I'm done. You won't hear from me again. Emperor, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, an authoritative figure energy. Someone here that thought they had power over you. They thought they had control. Yep, the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Anytime they come through with an offer, it's attached to something sneaky, conniving, third party. Okay, they're trying to come through as stable with a love bomb offer, something tangible, but they're still doing things behind the scenes. They're still connected to something here. Okay, so they're trying to run game on you, whoever this possible Gemini energy is over here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like someone has a lot of Someone could have a lot of money, literally, and they use that to their advantage to keep you in a loop and other people. Okay, I feel like there's a marriage, separation, divorce going on here that they're tied to, that they're financially being sucked dry from. Okay, so okay, that's what it is. Okay, Leo, so someone here is only in a marriage to keep their finances protected, but they're they're having third party energies on the side, other connections, other relationships. They may have a strong connection to you, but at the end of the day, this isn't right. So you're freeing yourself from this connection, okay? They're trying to come through with an offer, a proposal. Yeah, Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, okay? And the Tower fell out. So yeah, we're gonna end it off at that. So karma is coming in for this person. So this person is gonna be getting exposed regardless on this end through another third party. So they have so many different people here that they've been dibbling and dabbling with, Leo, that the karma is just gonna eat them up from the inside out. And I feel like Scorpio energy here, this ending, this like I'm hearing rebellion. Like someone here is just purposely like rebellious. They purposely do things that they're not supposed to do at the expense of other people. So they can have children with this person. They're married, and I feel like now they're going through custody battles. They're dealing with um what's that word? Prenup. There was a prenup involved for some people, and someone here is losing everything because they wanted to be selfish, but that's not your problem. Okay, I feel like that's on the other end of things. Things are moving